The Rwanda law cleared Parliament in the early hours. 5 people, including a child, died while attempting to cross from the France to the UK. And I'm joined now by the Conservative MP for Lichfield, Sir Michael Fabricant. Welcome to the show, Sir Michael. Another tragedy in the Channel, I guess, proves that we are no nearer to stopping the boats. But you'll be pinning your hopes, no doubt, on the fact that the Rwanda Bill at last has been passed. And can that act as a deterrent that's so desperately required?
Well, it's interesting that the French have estimated that up to a third of all channel crossings end in drownings. I mean, that is a remarkable figure. So, yes, I am hoping that the Rwanda legislation that has gone through, and by the way, that makes us nearer and not further away, as you said, Martin, to actually stopping many of these boat crossings. After all, when we said that we would be deporting all Albanian crossings, Albanians back to Albania, 90% of those crossings have now ceased. So while I don't think we'll be able to stop the boats completely, we'll certainly be able to reduce them substantially once those flights get going. Because let's be in no doubt, those people crossing are mainly young men with women and children, but mainly young men who've got access to WhatsApp, and they will know full well that they will be deported and will not be allowed to remain in the United Kingdom if they come here illegally, as they are doing.
Isn't the huge problem here, though, Sir Michael, that you say you closed the bridge to Albania, as it were, but now the majority are from Vietnam? This is a global problem, an ever-shifting problem, a problem that seemingly won't stop. And the big question is the relatively small numbers that can effectively, if indeed those flights take off, be sent to Rwanda. Can it cope? Will it simply be overwhelmed by the numbers coming in, way over 6,000 already this year?
Yeah, and as you quite rightly say, Martin, this is a global problem, not just for the United Kingdom, but for the United States as well, who are seeing huge numbers, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people moving from Central and South America towards the United States. So it's a major problem affecting all countries around the world. But yes, I do think it'll work. I think people will be deterred from coming across to the UK if they think there's a reasonable chance that they won't be allowed to stay here. I might say that the Labour Party are offering a different solution. What they're saying is that they will do a deal with the European Union. And that deal will mean something like 150 to 200,000 people coming here in a quota. The problem with that is that those who aren't in that quota will still try to cross the channel illegally. So it'll be a double whammy for us. 150, 200,000 coming in all the time legally with the EU, plus the boat crossings. We have to offer a deterrent, and that includes those Vietnamese you mentioned.
So, Michael, could I get a quick reaction from you, please? Make it quick if we could. Rishi Sunak just delivered a huge pledge of extra defence spending in Warsaw, the verge of £75 billion. Are you happy about that?
Well, I'm delighted. Look, I've just been looking while Rishi was talking at the scale. It's worth noting that even now, before the statement that he made, we have the largest defence budget in Europe, far bigger than that of France, far bigger than that of Germany. So we've got nothing to be ashamed of now on the spending. And to go up to 2.5% is fantastic. So I'm very, very pleased. And we need it for all our safety here in Europe.
OK, thanks for joining us on the show, Sir Michael Fabricant, Conservative MP for Lichfield. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.